Have you ever had a moment where everything around you was finally quiet? You had the time to finally relax. But your mind wasn't quiet and you couldn't relax. Maybe you finally had a moment with no meetings. No one needed anything from you. No urgent messages. But inside your head, that little voice was going, what about this and what about that? What about all the things you should do now that you have the time? All the decisions you haven't made yet, but should have made. And then there's that conversation you keep replaying in your mind. The feeling that somehow you are always behind. And even when you stop and take a break, you don't really feel rested. Maybe you know this feeling. You're someone who takes responsibility. You show up. You do what needs to be done. And from the outside, everything looks fine. You achieved things. It looks successful. You have a career, a family, a big house maybe. You achieved things. But somewhere along the way, you might have lost something or yourself. And the worst part, you don't even remember when this actually happened. You only know that now you're more in your head thinking about the problems and the next steps and what you should be doing. Even when you're trying to rest, you're more in your head than you are in the present, in the now. For a long time, I thought this was a personal problem. I thought I needed more discipline, or better routines, or being better at managing my time. Maybe you have thought the same. What if you could just organize yourself better, become more efficient, handle everything better? Then you would finally be at peace. But then I started asking a different question. What if it's not us that are failing, but something around us that are pulling us away from ourselves? A world built around constant input, constant availability, constant distraction. A world where we are always connected, but often less connected to ourselves. I don't think there's anything wrong with us. I just think we are human beings that are living a lifestyle that is not meant for us. For thousands of years, humans lived with a different relationship to life. We lived much closer to the rhythms around us. The changing seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, periods of activity and periods of rest. Silence was not something to avoid. Reflection was not something to optimize away. Rest was not something we had to earn. Somewhere along the way, we lost that connection. Not because we don't need it anymore, but because we forgot how important this is. And what fascinates me is, science is beginning to confirm something humans have always known. Our attention has limits. Our nervous system needs recovery. We need moments where we can reflect, process, and reconnect. The feeling of overwhelm is not imaginary. There's a reason why so many people feel tired, even when they're doing everything right. This question changed the way I looked at everything. The answer is not learning how to handle more. The answer is creating space. Space to think, to breathe, to connect with yourself. This is why I started creating NorseHeart. Not because I believe we need to escape the modern world, but because I believe we need a space that helps us reconnect with it. A place in nature. Practices we can bring into our everyday life. And a community where these ideas can continue to grow. A community where you are finally seen, heard, and belong. Space to breathe, to think, to connect with ourselves. Because the most important space is not this house. It is the space we create within ourselves. I'm documenting the creation of NorseHeart. The ideas, the practices, the things I discover along the way. Through my email list, I share the reflections and the practical steps that won't always fit into these videos. The question I'm exploring, the practices I'm testing, and the lessons I learn while creating this space. The key takeaways, the next steps, and all the good stuff that moves the needle. If you find this interesting, you're more than welcome to join the email list. There's a link in the description. You will receive the key takeaways, a summary, and the next action step. The world will probably not become quieter. There will always be more demands, more information and noise. But I believe that we can learn to create more space inside ourselves. Not so that we can become someone new, but so that we can remember something we already knew. In the next video, I want to share the deeper idea behind NorseHeart. Why I believe we got disconnected and what will happen when we reconnect with ourselves, with nature and with the rhythms.